Anything Goes podcast, man. It's your boy Sean Peoples. I'm here with my brothers. I'm here with Miss Areza. I'm there with Demby. People, if you like our movement, you like what we got going on, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell their friends, and then tell their friends. You know how it goes. You like the movement, just get on board. Run with the movement, baby. Yeah, my brothers. I want to ask y'all, man, how do we feel about this whole khanice situation, man? It's rough because to the outside world looking in, it looks at us Jamaican men as abusive, murderous, raping, murderous men. Because I've noticed a few females on social media that are not Jamaicans, and even on posting under our comments of saying some stuff, and it's kind of, in a way, it's kind of hurtful to the culture of Jamaican men and the culture of Jamaica itself. So I want to ask, Razor, what's your thoughts on the whole khanice situation, man?
Man, I think it's just a sad situation. That this guy, they should have left him for the public, for justice to be served. Jungle justice. That's what should have happened to him, because you don't get to do something like that. To the point that he was making about people on social media looking at us, and people always ask me a question, especially like, if I meet somebody there, say Jamaicans are crazy. That's a stigma that seems to stick on us. Like, hey, Jamaicans are crazy, and my rebuttal to that would be, ain't they crazy Americans? Ain't they crazy people from the British? Everybody, they have crazy people everywhere. So
pretty much.
So I can't say they're not crazy. Of course they're crazy Jamaican, but like, once a Jamaican does something, it seemed to have a broader impact versus, when another race do it, So, we just gotta to make sure we as Jamaican are doing the right thing, and not put that stigma on ourselves, because, one bad apple is like it spoiled the whole bunch,
basket.
So
definitely.
So, it's a bad thing. And of course there are people that's crazy, but they're crazy, everyone. So with the whole khanice thing, I just look at it, as a sad situation. Rest in peace to her. And I know her family is going through a rough time. And, I can't put myself in that shoes, because I
never been in that situation.
I can't imagine myself in that situation, and the feelings and thought that would be going through my mind, if something like that happens. So, it's lost for words.
Man, looking at the news, because we're able to watch the news over here, what's going on in Jamaica. And we talk about, all three of us whole conversation about what we see going on with the guy. We don't want to call it, we knew his name from I think the first day that when when the first day they found our body. I think later on that evening, we heard his name circulating, and we just don't like to repeat those guys' names. We don't want to give them any fame. That's why we don't really even cover them. But it gives the culture a really bad taste to people. And I think that we as Jamaican men probably help that stereotype too much. So at times, and I don't want all the Jamaican men to hear this, listen, and be like, yo, won't I say, but we do put ourselves in a situation for people to judge us harshly, and maybe we need to change that. But Demby, what's your thoughts on the whole khanice thing?
Well, I'm deeply saddened by it, based off, a young lady lost her life senselessly. So, imagine when you have like daughters and sisters and aunts, and then to find out that this happened to them. Just put yourself in your shoes and you will understand that this is very, very sad. And to know that there's a country that I came from, these people are running around rampant. These people are predators. And I heard you mention it sometime, my brother, they are animals, barbaric acts. How could you possibly do this to a young girl, knowing that she got her whole future ahead of her? She got a mom, she got a dad, she got brothers that is hoping for her to come home when she leave, and you do that to her. I am deeply saddened by it. I think it affects the culture. It affects the entire scope of Jamaica. Because now, like Reza said, it is highlighted. When something happened in Jamaica or Jamaican do something, it is highlighted. Yeah, it is to the masses. Now, it feeds the stereotype, albeit that is wrong, but it does feed the stereotype. And I do feel like this is a sad day, a sad situation, and I hope that justice is served expeditiously.
Very, very, very. You know, I like to ask this to my brother. Do you think the culture of not put this neatly, the culture of not coming to the rescue of women, you think that culture is getting out of hand in Jamaica? You know, you have guys that know that these guys are a bunch of rapists, or these guys will hurt the women, and they know, and they just don't, they don't care as long as it's not their family member. Do you think that played a part in, because I'm hearing stories that people knew that this guy was a raper before. They knew that his character was skeptical. So for them to know that this young lady was around him, no matter what she was doing around him, and not warned her, or maybe they did, we don't know. We're just assuming that nobody warned her, gave her any heads up on this situation, to stay away from a guy like this. You know, am I justifiable saying that, or am I not making any sense?
Well, you know, if you have people that's harboring somebody that whether it's known or
a rumor,
that
but you don't want to spread a rumor on somebody, but if it's something that seems like it's kind of factual, you would probably want to tell the, it's hard for me to just say, yo, them be but we don't know it's true.
So I think that we gotta pay attention to our kids, our daughters,
especially our daughters.
Yeah, because especially if there's a guy that they know that has suspicious behavior,
shaky characteristic.
They should definitely be on the lookout for him, and they have leaders that's in the community that they should let this guy know that, hey, if we hear any behavior of you doing anything, that you're going to be dealt with justifiably, whether that's jungle action, or we're going to treat you inhumane. You understand? So they got to look at that aspect of the leaders coming together in the community and making sure that they are protecting the females that's there, and know that if anything happens, we know you are the first person we're coming after. So
at one point in Jamaica, they used to always say it takes a village to raise a child. I haven't heard that recently. I haven't heard that in a while. I remember saying to Demby the other day that, when I thought that it was maybe more than one person, that I thought that maybe is a group of guys, because how heinous they said her body was, and how they found her, automatically to me, I thought it was a group of guys that did this. And I remember saying to Demby that there's a section of Jamaica who seems like it's just so heartless that it doesn't matter what happened, that they just don't, it doesn't matter to them. Because I'm looking on the net, and I seen people justifying this action. I seen a guy, even in our comments, a guy saying that women need to start taking responsibility for their actions. I mean, I said, I just don't get it, man. What you think, Deb?
Yeah, I think it's silly. I think those are idiotic comments by the guy that made those comments and stuff. But I think that I want to refer to,
Yeah.
And what I heard through the news is that the guy lowered her to to his house
Yeah,
by
he did.
saying that because he's a mechanic and he
Yeah,
said,
say he
you
left
know, I
a
forgot
part
to
at
rent
home.
or
Yeah,
a tool.
yeah, he
Yeah,
left
let
a
me go
part.
by and get right. And
He
now,
need help, and he need like basically to help him get it out of the house or something like that.
right. So these predators come in all forms. And I think that, you know, upon taking a couple rides or a couple morning of free drive, that's what lowered her in. She felt comfortable. And that's what he took her to a house. So I think that, you know, her fate was sealed from the first day she ever exchanged words with this man. Because this man was a predator. And I felt like the citizens should have spoke up, get his name out there, and said that, hey, stay away from this guy. He got bad intentions. I think the community, like you said, brother, should normally the community raise or the village raise a kid. I think the community, the village, and the country fail Ms. Jackson.
Definitely, I would agree with you. You'd agree with that,
I definitely agree with that. They failed there miserably, and we got to change a culture. We got to protect our women, and you know, and it's not just that case. There's a lot of other cases that's going on right this minute.
Yeah,
You know, this
yeah.
is just
There's numerous.
yeah,
Natalie. Was it Dawkins?
yeah.
She's missing, and there's numerous other young ladies. Trish Ann. I can't remember her last name,
Yeah.
but there's a good amount of young ladies that are
That
missing right now in Jamaica, and that shouldn't be. It shouldn't be like that. You know, it's not safe for our sisters, daughters, aunts, mothers, and grandmothers to walk the country that they were born on without being hurt by some animals. That's what I call them. I call them animals because only animals do the stuff that they do. Because in my life, there's never crossed my mind, my brothers, to see a young lady and to take her take her innocence from her and murder her. It never crossed my mind to do anything like that. If she said, if I like a young lady and she say no, I move on to the next. I don't understand these guys. So my question to y'all is now: is it a sickness, or are these guys just animals?
Well, I'm going to look at them as animals. You know, they are animals. They're nothing else. It's jungle mentality they have. They see something and they want it, and they take something that's not given to them. You understand? And that's jungle mentality. And these we gotta get these jungle guys off the road. You know,
Definitely.
we gotta get we leaders gotta get involved. You know, the politicians got to get involved. The community got to get
leaders,
involved.
everybody.
You know, we gotta identify these people and put them out in the open so they can be dealt with.
Definitely, definitely. I think, like I said in the episode with the sex trafficking, like I said, I think we shouldn't have to, but we didn't have to start training women how to protect themselves. You know, basically giving them weapons to carry with them in case. You got to retrain the thought of women. What do you think about that, Demi?
Yeah, I agree. I think, you know, a woman should allowed to carry mace legally and tasers, you know, and be trained how to use it. I think from any age where a child, a young lady, is traveling the streets by herself, she should have mace and taser because the strength difference between a man and a woman is different. And I
Fast.
feel like, yeah, I feel like these predators prey on them and do these things to them. And you know, like Razor said, jungle, they be in jungle acting like jungle, well, they should get jungle justice.
Definitely.
Because if you do a jungle actions, you need to get jungle justice.
Live in the
Only
jungle,
fair.
go by jungle law.
Yep.
No, I agree with you there. I just feel like this young lady shouldn't have lost her life, and especially under those circumstances. Like I said, you know, I keep saying in everything that we talk about her with is how how she was feeling in the last moments of her life. Like when she was laying there and this fool was raping her, when he had the rope wrapped around her neck, strangling her. I wonder, you know, it just so
What is she? What's
yeah,
her
what was she going through? Her
Yeah.
last thoughts. It just, and I just feel like this young lady shouldn't have lost her life, and definitely shouldn't have lost it in that manner, in that way.
And you raise a good point with Mace and carrying those things. Further, they should have guns, because, like I said, if if someone is not going to try to attack somebody if they know that they could get killed, or they're gonna pull out their gun and shoot them, they're gonna back off. It's just like if somebody trying to rob somebody's home. I'm not gonna go to in a home that I know a gun is in, or is going to be put to use. So with her, I wish she had some type of weapon on him, that even on her, that could even, stab him or something, for her to just get away. Because when they train you, they don't, in defense, they don't train you to stay there and fight. They train you to, hey, do what you got to do, try to get away and run for help and get something going, because you might not be able to
overpower a man, because it's like them. It says it's a vast different in strength with a man and a women. I mean, it's just common sense. You can be a feminist all you want, but at the end of the day, we're built different, and we're built different for a reason. And I want to ask my brothers something, man. When a wild animal comes out and harm a human being, what do they do to it?
Well, as far as I know, they put it to sleep.
So when these animals are doing this to these women, shouldn't the same thing happen to them?
Absolutely, my brother, 100%.
And not only that, I think publicly they should humiliate these people.
Maybe that too.
Facts.
Because it comes to a point of this. You shouldn't be able to rape a young lady and get 10 years in jail. You shouldn't. You shouldn't be able to rape a young lady and come back out of jail and be able to move. But by the time you come back out, you should be, maybe you should never come back out to be in fact. Because the thing that you have taken from that person, the mental anguish and everything that you're going to cost that person for the rest of their life, nothing can bring that back. There's nothing that can change that.
She'll never recover.
No, and these guys need to be dealt with in that manner. I just wish, I wish she had got away. I wish that our country, because we can't even blame the prime minister for this, because this is not on the prime minister. No, these are on our citizens. These are on the males in Jamaica to conduct themselves in a better manner, and to look out for our women and make sure that we're not harming them or doing stuff to them that we shouldn't be doing. I would like to point out that we really thought about not covering the whole khanice situation, but we figured it was too impactful in the direction that we were trying to go to not cover it. And it's heartbreaking that a woman has to lose her only child and now go on without her child. I know her father has other child, but the mother now lose. It's painful because parents usually are buried by their kids, not their kids, not them burying their kids. So I know it's a dark and treacherous road she has to go down. But I don't know, my brothers. I think that we're in a lot of trouble with the society right now, and I really would like males in general, me, you, Demby, that ladies around us, to enforce the opinion that you should watch your surrounding at all time. Make sure that you let somebody know where you're going.
Right.
Put yourself in a situation where you can't be harmed, and if you have to go see someone by yourself, definitely let somebody know where you're going to be, and make sure that they know if you don't hear from me in the next 30 minutes, you need to be sending someone here, because it doesn't take this long for me to find out what's going on or not. And even doing then, you can tell the person that you're with, hey man, everything is going good. I'm supposed to send a message now. And send the message and do what you need to do. So it's just sad, man. And we had to address this together. We tried to do a little thing when it first happened, but we wanted to do something broader and wider on it because sex trafficking is real. Abduction is real. Murdering of our women is real. And to a lot of people, it doesn't matter to them because it's not happening to them. And it's not affecting them. So if they're not feeling the effect of it, it doesn't matter to them. And I think that before we close out, I want to give my brothers last chance to send their condolences and express their feelings again about this situation. But I think that our culture is numb to the violence and numb to the whole situation of sex trafficking, women being harmed. I think it's just not that effective to just hear about it anymore. I think laws and actions gonna have to be implemented before we could do that. What you think, Denby?
Yeah, definitely. I think that laws has to be implemented. My condolences again goes out to her family, Miss Jackson's family, and I would hope that the mother and father and all her siblings stay strong, be strong. Time is the master. Time will endure and prove to be righteous, as y'all go along. My deepest sympathy goes out to all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you saying, Razor?
Yeah, my condolence goes out to the family as well. And I know this is a tough time for them, but I just want to put that we have to make a change. We have to make a change. And if we don't make the change, we're going to run into the same recycling thing over and over again. So, without making a change, it's going to continue to happen. We got to protect our women. We got to do everything that's possible to protect our women. They are the future. They're the one that carries, bring
Our
forth
seed.
our seed, our
Yeah.
child. So without them, human race is going to be extinct.
Yeah.
So if we can't protect them, we're in a sad
What
place.
are we?
Yeah.
We're the same animals as the animals that are doing the stuff to them, And I would say condolences again to her family on the behalf of the Anything Goes podcast. Me and my brothers, condolences to Khanice, family and friends. Rest in peace to Khanice. And we're deeply saddened and we're very sorry that you had to lose your life in such a manner. And we don't know, I don't know what is next. Well, I just hope your soul and wherever you are, that, I'm not even gonna say in a better place, but I just hope that you're okay. I hope that you're away from this treacherous world. And I hope that, you truly are okay. It's just a sad situation, my brothers. And it's the Anything Goes podcast, man. It's your boy Sean Peoples. And I'm here with my brother Denby. Here with my brother Mr. Razor. If you like our movement, you like what we have going on, you want to hear more from us, like, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your family, and keep our movement going. Once again, rest in peace, Khanice. We're out of here.